YouTubers, and unfortunately one of my biggest fears has come to life, unfortunately, and that's with the Samsung Galaxy S6 Edge Plus and the Galaxy Note 5, mainly the Note 5, and I'm on the BBC website just because it's the only place I can find at the minute that has some good images of the Note 5. So pretty much the Note 5, I don't know why it's even called the Note 5. It's an S6 Plus with a stylus, or with the S Pen, whatever you want to call it. That is literally what this is. No, really, it is literally what this is. Alright, so the back is curved slightly, and they've added a few new features, but that is basically what it is. The thing with the Note line, this is the Note 4 that I've got here, is how different it was. It was a completely different phone from the S line, and it really showed that how different it was last year. I mean, compare the S5 to the Note 4 or the S6 to the Note 4. They were completely different. Now with this Note 5, it's just not really what I want. I mean, the S6 Edge, fair enough, it says what it is. It's an S6 Edge Plus because it's bigger. But the thing is, this phone, first of all, the event probably was one of the shortest, and they didn't really say much. They didn't say anything about the camera, other than it's a good camera. But thanks to CNET, it has been shown that the camera is 16 megapixels and the front-facing one is 5, and I'm assuming they're the same ones on the S6. However, with this new technology called something with a V, I can't remember. But other than that, it is very similar. And also, no removable battery. I don't know how big the battery is, actually, because they never said that. And they also said nothing about pricing or storage options, which is, I was surprised about storage options as well, but apparently there's not even going to be a 128 gig. There's only going to be a 32 and 64. This is at the time of the recording. This is what I've found out so far, trailing through websites of official news, that there's no 128 gig model announced as of yet, which is also a bit weird. And also the S6, I never seem to find a 128 gig model of the S6, only the S6 Edge, and this may be the same case this time around. Now, it doesn't look like there's any expandable storage. There's been nothing said about it, but I'm assuming not, and which is a real disappointment, especially for me, because if you just take a look, I have a 128 Samsung micro SD card on there, and you can see, yeah, I don't know if you can, but that's, I've got 28.93 gigs out of 120 left, which that is going to run out. That will run out, but I could buy a 200 gig micro SD card. Unfortunately, I can't these. Now, the keyboard cover does interest me in that it does look quite neat. I'm on the fence about it though. Because it does cover up part of the screen. I can understand the reason for the keyboard cover, and it does seem like a fairly good keyboard cover. Though it is, when you're pressing against the keys, you may also be pressing against the glass. And they haven't said what kind of glass it is. I'm assuming it's Gorilla Glass, or the same as the S6 and the S6 Edge. But overall, I'm disappointed again from Samsung. And when I feel the need to upgrade from my Note 4, I may be going for someone else next time around. because the Note. The thing is with Samsung now is they're not the innovators and that. They're not the people doing something different. They're not the iPhone alternative. They're not this and not that. There's nothing special about them anymore. Because they've removed everything that makes Samsung Samsung. Yes, they would have feature overload, but well, there'll be some features in there that will probably be useful. And that's what made them them. Getting rid of that and then getting rid of the removable battery and expandable storage, which used to be in every single Samsung phone, no matter what one it was. What have you got left at the end of that? What have you got left at the end of that? You've just got another phone. And it's not like Samsung are the only ones who do this or that. They're no longer the only ones who do large phones. Other people do that. Well, other companies do that. They're not the only ones who have even a stylus included anymore. LG are starting to do that with a couple of their tablets, I believe, and maybe a phone later on. They're not the only ones who do the multi-window. Other companies have got that. LG is pretty much... LG is the new Samsung, basically. They are the new Samsung. Because they're doing exactly what Samsung did a few years ago. I mean, some things get... I was still impressed with it. It's still probably going to be a good phone, and a lot of people are, but this is not a Note. This is not a Note. Alright? This is just an S6 Plus with an S Pen. That is literally all it is. It even looks the same. It looks exactly the same. Alright, it's got a slightly curved back, but it looks exactly the same now. The new stylus, the popping out feature. It's a bit weird because each time, because I've had previous notes and that, each time they seem to make the stylus a bit looser each time. Now there's no fear of this falling out and that, but it doesn't seem to be as stiff in, like, clicked in. And also, I've no idea about the battery. I know they've got the fast wireless charging, but to be honest, I could add wireless charging to my Note 4, but I'm not going to. Because I can fully charge it in an hour, just over an hour from about 0. So that's good enough for me in that. But they said nothing about particularly the battery, just like, it's a better battery, it's better this, better that. If this phone does not have either the same battery life as previous Notes, or better, if it cuts down on battery life, if it cuts down on other things, and that just can make it a super thin phone and that, and super light and that, then it's not, because the Note was made specifically for power users. Now, they did mention 4K, and I don't know why, because Samsung Note phones are being able to record 4K since the Note 3. Now, unless that means you can have unlimited 4K recording, which will be nice, or if you can have 4K at a higher frame rate. Now, currently 4K is at 30 frames per second, though if they raise that to, I don't know if they're going to go all the way to 60. I doubt it. I think it's even got the same processor. Yeah, I believe it does have the same processor as the S6. It has 4 gigs of RAM. But, to be honest, that's only 25% more RAM. 25%. I'm still happy for it. I'd rather have more than less. But I think the Note has just come too soon. They seem to come sooner every year. And also that presentation was just